Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading for February 2019. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. You may have planets like Jupiter or Venus in Gemini, or you may be intuitively guided. Welcome everyone. Just trust your reason for being here and let go of the outcome. Just go ahead and start to get yourself in a nice calm mood. And as you do that, I want to take a second and thank everyone for helping me reach over 100,000 subscribers, which just blows my mind. I normally not someone who pays attention to the numbers so much, but you know, there's something about that just kind of like stands out. So thank you guys so much. You know, it's because of you. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be me and to read the way that I choose to read. I can't read any other way anyway. I always appreciate the comments and advice, but as it relates to the way I read, I just read the way I read. So, thank you guys. Just thank you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Tibetan singing bowl, which is our symbol that we are ready, we're calm, and we're open to the messages. So let's begin. I've been doing it, I've been holding it in my hand a lot, and I love to do it this way. I love to feel the vibration of the bowl. I do many different things with the bowl, but when I'm online, you know, I have to do something that is time permitting. So this is what I choose to do, and I feel like the tone's coming across much better too, and that excites me because I want you to hear the whole tone. Okay, let's begin. It's very quiet. I was going to do another one, but it just felt like that's what it wanted. So nice and quiet, but strong. The pitch, you know, sometimes I feel like I wish I knew exactly what the tone is. You know, it's like the same tone as Okay, guys. I think what I'm going to do today is what I did for Taurus, and I did a 7-card Celtic cross, but we're not, you know, it's just our baseline, because we're going to use clarifiers and we're going to jump around, but we're going to use it as a good base foundation. Many of you know I have my moon is in Gemini, and I am very thankful. My sun is in Scorpio. Or Scorpio? No, it's not. It's in Virgo. That's weird. I just said that with such confidence. My sun is in Scorpio. My rising. That's weird. Anyway, I am thankful for the Gemini in me. It definitely gives me opportunity to take chances and do something if I was, you know, so strongly rooted in Earth that maybe I wouldn't do. You know, what can I say? That's who I am, and I understand like the importance of each sign. Okay. Let me put my feet down on the ground. Okay, we're going to shuffle for our first card, and then we'll lay the rest out. Gemini. We have the Moon, card of Pisces. Why do I want to say your other half? For some of you, maybe you are involved in Pisces and you feel like they're your other half, but for some of you, I feel like this is also about the energy of Pisces. We have the Eight of Cups. That's weird how I put the cards too. So I put the Moon. Okay, so I feel like what's going on here, just the way I put the cards, because, you know, the way it should be is like this, with the Moon crossing over, or I mean the Eight of Cups crossing over. Instead, I turned it this way, with the Eight of Cups. Really feels like more of the main energy here. So this is energy of, you know, wanting to walk away from something, whether it be a time period or a person, you know, an emotional time, definitely an emotional time, with the Moon, let's just say, like, underneath this energy. You know, I feel like I may be walking away, but I don't have complete clarity. So I feel like I'm kind of taking a chance, but I'm being pulled more through my intuition, and you're listening. Eight of Cups is a card of your own desires and moving towards those. You know, think of heading towards the Nine of Cups, which is your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, you know, becoming reality. So definitely in the quest for that, yet there's still something that's unknown. And I feel like there's a few of you who you may have, you know, you may dream about someone a lot, and for whatever the reason, I feel like those dreams have been cut off, kind of like just stopped. It's temporary, but there's a reason. You know, and it kind of feels like, for some of you, it's like through these dreams, you are receiving guidance, but are you listening to it? Because I feel like this energy is being pulled away from me temporarily, but it's because something within it, I wasn't putting action behind it. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. So to kind of jar you a little, kind of like guidance being pulled back. Okay. We have the Six of Wands, 8 feet. Beautiful energy. It's a card of victory. You know, it's overcoming one's ego. It's funny because, you know, it is about ego. Yet within the Six of Wands, you know, there are people who are praising this person. So, you know, saying goodbye to my ego, but am I really? And, you know, part of the ego is very healthy. So it's really not about shutting it all down. Interesting energy. Look at that. We have the Ten of Cups above you. 10 of Cups. You know, potential of harmony. Blended families. Starting new families. I kind of love that you have the Eight of Cups here, and above you have the Ten of Cups. This tells me that, you know, for many of you, this is what you want. You want to be in the Ten of Cups energy. And, you know, you think, well, who wouldn't want to be, right? Ten of Cups energy, loving, happy, harmonious, you know, romantic, all of it. But not everybody wants that. Some people prefer a journey by themselves for the time being. I have the Four of Swords, recent past. This is taking time out, taking a pause. This is thinking things over, praying, meditating, and receiving guidance. You notice Mother Mary overlooking. This is my child. Lover of all children, young and old. I feel like kind of like you have a direct connection here. Wonder if it's Mother Mary who's pulling away her guidance for whatever reason. Because I feel like you do have a direct connection. Maybe you're not recognizing that connection. And something within, I feel like within the next couple nights, to be honest, something's different. And you take notice of that, whether it's within your dream and then you wake and remember it, or you wake up and it's like, wow, something was different. Take note of that. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. Excuse me. Sometimes I look at this as your fears, and Devil would definitely fit into that category, right? This is, I feel like blending. I need to blend. I feel someone is holding a little regret for something maybe like within the last 4 months, something that you did. I feel like you're taking a lot of the energy on yourself, like, oh, why did I do that? I'm so stupid. I feel like you ruined your chance. You ruined an opportunity, something like that. And I want to say you didn't. I do feel like there is a lesson within that, but I feel like, and it is like I catch it early enough. Maybe this time period that I feel that someone's going to be put into where this guidance feels pulled back. This may be the reason. And I want to say, I do feel like someone's sitting in regret. I get it, but at the same time, I feel like what you did, and I'm seeing the moon down here too, and I'm wondering, was this part planetary action where, especially with the moon and the Four Swords, did I say something that I regret? And I can see you being in the like, I don't know, I shouldn't have done that, kind of beating yourself up. And I feel like the moon is really speaking to you also. And I feel like the moon is for you about, you don't understand it right now, but it will be made clear, like you'll understand it. Because I see you like shortly down the road going, okay, that all makes sense. It all makes sense now. So stop beating yourself up. Okay. We have the Six of Swords. Beautiful. This is about things getting better in one's life. And the ability to put things behind us. Doesn't mean the feeling goes away, but I'm making a conscious effort of putting things behind me. If I start to think negative thoughts, I'm pushing them out of my head. If I find myself getting super depressed, I am making sure I go to my radio or my stereo and I am putting on upbeat music. Music that makes me move. That I can't help. but to move to. I am consciously doing something to change the way I react and hold on to things. So this is the ability to let all that go, with a little advice, I guess. This also talks about you being like trusting within you that you can do this. You got the devil right down below you, right down below here. So I know it's not an easy, I know it's not easy when you get to this point. I know it hasn't been easy, but I do know it's been worth it. And, even with the Six of Wands down here at your feet, I feel that, that speaks to the journey I've been going through, the difficult of the journey. And, wondering, was it meant to be? Was it not meant to be? Did I cause it? Was this free will decisions? What the hell was it? That type of energy. It's showing me that in the long run, you will have the answers you need. Okay. Three of Swords. And, here, I really read this more as what other people are feeling about you. Wow. Ace of Cups. Unconditional love. Absolutely from a person, but also just feeling it in my day-to-day life. You know those days when you wake up and you just feel, you just got a smile on your face and you're just skipping around. Well, it's like the opportunity to live like that every day, not just here and there. And one more. Look at that. We have the Lovers. Card feels awful thick. It's one card. The Lovers. Card of Gemini. Card of Connection. The meaning of a card is a head over heart decision. Very seldom do I really feel that. I feel like really the decision's been made. It's the how. The when and all that. But it's like the decision has been made. Now we just have to figure it out. This is about a connection with someone that is undeniable. And listen, there are ups and downs. This is not about a nice, smooth, loving relationship. It has the love. It has, it has all the elements, but it's got the element of passion and, Gemini, for some reason, I just felt like, it's partly me because I am Gemini. Just my characteristics. And I feel like I'm saying this because I definitely feel this is, for someone this is about a relationship coming together or a relationship that is together, but it looks more like it's coming together. And maybe just needing that validation. I don't feel like it's a validation as this person's twin flame. This is more about a validation of, and I feel like the reason why you need validation is because you do have those ups and those downs, and those ups are just beautiful, right? And the downs are like, but there's still love in there. And I feel like why I'm saying this is because for someone, and it's probably talking about me too, there's certain characteristics within you that are really just impossible to change, and really why should you? But I feel it's more, it is about that, like I gotta love this part of me, and the person who loves me has to be able to love that part of me, even though, but there is a balance too. There's a balance. So I feel like, the outcome for this reading is going to be, for some, about love coming together, but don't expect, it's not all about the roses. This is real life. Okay. See what's at the bottom of the deck? The Ace of Wands. This is action. This is movement forward. If you've been feeling like, should I take this next step? Should I go this way? You're asking that question, should I? This is a yes. This is a yes if you're passionate about it, but if you're passionate about something, this is a yes. So this is saying, if you are passionate but you're not doing something, pick up that wand. And if you've already begun and you're wondering, is this the right path? Then the wand is already there for you. So it's yes. And in this deck, I have to feel like the Ace of Wands, this is after struggle. This is after the storm. But you made it through the storm. And that's what you got to remember. Don't remember the storm. Just remember that you made it through it. You made it through. Okay, let's use the Cosmic Tarot for our clarifiers. I like these two decks together. Six, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. So we're jumping by 2. I'm looking at 6 and the 3, the 9. The 9 is about the end of a journey, right? And the ability to let that now go. It's showing me a journey of definitely having to overcome. Definitely lessons. With the 6 of Swords. Swords are about lessons. They're there to teach us. And it's about authenticity. So sometimes walking through the Sword family, which clearly you are, you learn, part of that journey, the 9, is about learning who you are, who you are at a soul level. It's the combining. We don't have a lot of cards of actual people. And I really feel the cards that could apply to people, it is more about the message of the card versus an actual person. But for some of you, it could be people. So let me say it one more time. So in Major Arcana, I have the Moon, which is Pisces. Can also represent Cancer, but it really represents Pisces. The Devil is Capricorn. And the Lovers, Gemini. But I have the energy of Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, I just could go on and on. Okay, let's break this down. So we're going to start with the Moon and the 8 of Cups. I'm going to look at them together first. One more shuffle. keep noticing that the Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, even after I shuffled again. So if nothing else, I feel like she needs to be, I needed to call that out. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. All right, we're going to look at the Moon and the Eight of Cups. The Moon and the Eight of Cups. I want to get into it a level deeper right off the bat. Gemini. Got the Lovers again. Isn't this a beautiful card? Beautiful depiction of the Lovers. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. I have Taurus and Gemini right here. I just have to say with the High Priestess here, going back to the earlier message about energy being cut off. It either has been or it will be, and there is purpose behind that. And it's kind of like we're getting a sneak peek, because it is because through this guidance, or, I don't know if you're like, it's kind of like I feel like you're seeing a story play out in dream form. And there may be steps in there. I feel like if you ask, you will be shown, because the reason why the energy is being cut off is because I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. Especially with the Ace of Pentacles here. This is about abundance within my 3D world. You can talk about finances, absolutely, careers, and it usually includes everything. It's a time period when everything is starting to feel fresh and new, and opportunities start to come to you. A time of trusting what's coming to you also. And listen, trusting what's coming to you, because there are real solutions, I want to say, real solutions that you can then turn around and put to work in your life. I have the card of yin and yang, card of yin and yang. The High Priestess is like locking eyes with me, drawing me in. So I know that this message right now is about my intuition, following the guidance from my higher self, and more. And I do feel like for some of you it's guidance about a relationship, guidance about another person, and you very well may be in that energy of deciding to walk away from it. And it's weird because I don't want to tell you not to. Because I'm a big believer in you got to live your life, and it's as you're busy living your life, that's when other things start to come to you. When you're just focusing on it with, sadness and anger and all that, it just doesn't happen. So I feel like saying whether, there's someone here or not, and if you're in that mode of, I'm walking away from it, I feel like you should follow that. Because especially with the High Priestess right below that energy. So something, maybe I'm getting this nagging feeling within my gut of changing something, doing something, something. And I know it's guiding you towards this Ten of Cups. So it's like it's guiding you towards your dreams. And I want to say what I'm thinking about now is the 2 and the 2. The 2 from the 6 to the 8 and the 2 from the 8 to the 10. So what does that mean? Does that mean for as long as you were in that relationship, you need that time period before it comes back? I don't know, guys. That feels a little shaky, but I'm going to repeat it, but I'm going to try to say it right. So if I've been seeing someone, now I mean a physical connection though, okay? Not like, okay, so I had a physical relationship or connection with another. And that was for, let's say, 2 years. And then we broke up. But this is the person I still desire. And by the way, it's showing me too that someone else is sitting in heartbreak themselves. But anyways, this is the person I desire. So, I don't know, guys. I feel like this is for very few people, but it's about if I was seeing him for 2 years and then we split. Now, I don't want to include like talking on the phone, this and that, emails, but from the physical connection, I feel like it could potentially be that is the time period you're looking at before the connection comes back together. If that is the desire here, okay? Because this is about your desires, number one. You know, I have 2 lovers, so I know 2 people are feeling the same connection. Definitely feeling it. When I see the aces, I know that this is something that's coming in. So I know right now many of you aren't sitting in that feeling of abundance or unconditional love, but it's showing me what is coming in, right? With the High Priestess behind that, I have to pay attention to my intuition. And I know I slam this home every month, but it's that important. Okay. You know, and I do feel like someone is walking towards a Pisces. I know. You're going to be like, oh, how do I know which one I am? Hopefully you can feel your energy within the reading. If you just kind of allow yourself to sink into the reading, I know some of you already do, you start to feel the energy that I'm feeling. And that's how you trust. And I have to say something else. You got to remember too that, you know, you're creating your own world. So if I'm saying something and it is what you, like you're wait, but I want that. Well, many of the readings are giving us the steps. They literally give us the steps. But they can't make us do it. Kind of like in the beginning, where I feel like Mother Mary's like, I'm not in a judgmental way, but like, my child, I have given you the signs. You know that I'm with you. But you're choosing not to listen. You're choosing not to put action in. And I feel like no matter how long I've been giving it to you, well, it's been long enough. So you've been given a long enough time. And yeah, some of you may wake up and your dream may seem like scattered in that, but write down what you remember. Little pieces. Because I just feel like you have to take a proactive step here. And don't fear about this connection being taken away. Is it truly being taken away? No. You know, you're still being, I wouldn't say bathed in a beautiful light, But there's something else that will kind of click. Go with that. Okay, I want to leave these out for a second. And I want to look at just the Eight of Cups with this energy, though. I feel like the 4th of July maybe relevant to someone. Gold. I feel like someone is thinking about either painting something gold, or you may be receiving something in gold. I feel like there's someone who... I feel like you get messages in some way, and you're getting them in bits and pieces, and it's feeling like, I know this energy. This was me, before, when I first started reading. You feel like, and I still feel like it's somewhat, you need to take on a detective hat, because it is like you're purposely given piece by piece by piece. But so what am I doing with each piece? I'm evaluating it. I'm looking at it. But each piece fits right into the next. So it's like once this comes together, which you're the detective, I don't know, it's like there's a big prize. It's like looking for gold, but then you find it. Okay. Alright, so I wanted to look at the Eight of Cups. And we have the Moon, again. And we have the card Judgment. Two major arcanas came out. It's definitely someone's connected to a Pisces. May have been married to them. This is about a balance that comes in, and through the balance, it is about a rebirth. The Moon, again, with Judgment over that, it's showing me that whatever has been held back from me, and listen, I feel like I'm talking about relationships, but I feel like I'm talking about life in general. So what's ever been held back from me has been held back for my own purpose. It didn't need to be revealed. It wasn't meant to be revealed. And it feels like for someone, your frustration is because you kept, you kind of knew that. However, now it's time to reveal it. So again, I get these pieces, and then I'm being told that now is the time to reveal, what has been hidden. And I also feel like this is talking about Pisces season. I don't know why I'm talking like that. When I talk like that, it's because I'm questioning my own guides. I'm asking questions. I say it, but it's a question I'm asking, and many times, I get the answer. So when I talk like that, just understand that. So this is about a rebirth. This is about a rebirth and a time period where abundance is here. Abundance is right here. The High Priestess is the energy that I want to pull from. So this is a higher knowledge, higher learning, and my higher self. There is information coming out about someone that you care about, and they care about you, believe it or not. Especially with the moon here, it's probably like, you probably think there's nothing left. And I have to say, I don't feel like I'm talking about someone who's tied to anyone else. I don't feel like... As soon as I said that, I was like, wait a minute. So there may be a few, not a lot, a few who are currently with someone else. And if they are, they're in a connection. So, and what I mean by this, it's a connection that, you know, they're either they were married or living together, but it's not just that easy to break it off. You know about this already, okay? Because I feel like there's also someone out there wondering, you know, is this person married? Did this person go get married? For you, and you were already wondering that, by the way. I feel like no, they're not. And even the ones who are married, I don't know why, but I'm not feeling like that is the reason, so to speak, why we're not together. I mean, a little bit, but that's not the main thing. I don't know, it'd be the main thing for me, but for some reason I'm just feeling the energy of like, don't allow myself to get caught in that idea that it's because of another relationship that this person and myself cannot move forward. I don't know, guys. But for the majority, this is about things being revealed, because now's the time. Answers, questions being answered. And I'm wondering for a few of you with judgment here if the guidance you're getting is from a loved one who has passed. You know, did they step in and take the lead role in your guidance, so to speak, you know, where they can. It's like, lend me your ear. Lend me your ear. Okay, let's keep moving. I'm going to keep that out. I'm going to tuck it up there for right now. And I think I want to look at your past real quick and just get a little bit of a better understanding. And I almost feel like, you know, sometimes I'm doing a reading, it's like I don't even feel like looking at the past because it doesn't feel like there is any reason to. In other words, like the past should already be in the past. But clearly, that's not the case all the time. So the Ten of Cups here. Excuse me, I just had a card fly. Okay. I have the Ten of Cups and the Strength card, card of Leo. And I have the Ace of Wands again. I was just looking. I'm like, what? I know I already saw the Ace of Wands. This is the energy on the bottom of the deck, so this is the energy that we can reach out and grab. There it is again, with the Princess of Swords. She's a princess, not a queen. And what I mean by that is, there's still mistakes that will be made. That's okay. Because it's through the mistakes that you're learning. I feel like for someone, that's why I'm not a queen yet. Don't take that negative. I'm not a queen because I'm not meant to be a queen yet. And I feel, now this is nothing against queens, but I feel like a princess is representing being able to take a chance on a path of really learning who you are. Learning to control my emotions, my thoughts, my words. Learning how by controlling that area, I help myself and I open up more possibilities. So it's a growing time, but it's always a growing time. But this is also an exciting time, a fun time, if I open up to it. I feel for many of you it's like coming out of the storm. So went through a storm, we get storms every once in a while. Learning how to go through the storm and not getting stuck in the storm. Traveling through it. The Ace of Wands is just such a good omen for you twice. This is a path of what lies in your heart. Your true desires, your heart's desire, and your soul's desire. Doesn't mean it's not filled with great career opportunities. It absolutely is, and it's through all of that. The Princess of Swords, I feel like she's experiencing life. What did I even take this on? I don't even know. Yeah, I just realized this is on your past. So with the Princess of Swords here, it kind of makes sense it being the princess energy. Now, I know this can also be a younger air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius can be child. I do feel like this is talking about the energy of what was once felt really good. At one time, it felt really, really good. However, with the Strength card over that, again, it's energy of overcoming, of rebirth within myself, recognizing my own power. And, I feel for a few of you, it's like it is about your own journey. There was a time period where, even if there's pain, which we know there was and there is, there's a recognition. Things will become clear. Okay. And I just feel like if I'm back here and my true desire is of one person. Now, guys, I want you to be realistic here when I say this, but also allow yourself to dream, because I've been here where I want this person. This is really where my heart lies, but there's a million things in between you and them, right? I mean, a million things. And it just feels like, how could you ever go from here to there? There's so much. It can happen like that. I know it. It's happened to me more than one time. With the same person, by the way. different time periods in our lives, but twice. What's that saying about lightning striking twice? It's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. I have the King of Cups. I just wanted to connect all this energy. So the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We do have a lot of Pisces energy here. I'm being reminded how I yelled at Scorpio in the beginning. Double Scorpio energy. But the King of Cups is the most loving king. Open with my feelings, open with my emotions. It's coming over it all. And I'm just noticing the sword there. So this is telling me that there is also well, for whatever the reason, although this king is again the most loving king, definitely towards the end you did not feel that. Now this could be happening to you, right? So you remember, you could be the King of Cups. It doesn't have to be water. It just means someone who's ready to express their emotions. But they can get very unstable emotionally too. They can become very flirtatious when they feel like they need to get their cup filled. So I see both sides of them, and I feel like so did you. What it's really telling me is, it's showing me the happiness at one time. It was there. And I don't know. I just feel like this is one that can definitely come back together. So we'll just keep paying attention. Okay, let's look at the Six of Wands. Got a little deeper in there. Gemini, I feel like for some of you, this is about you taking off your mask. Even though you're in a sea of fake. So, being around a bunch of fake people who wear masks, I don't know, you just rise above. You rise above. You've risen above. And if you haven't, it is about rising above it. He's on a white horse, right? So this is about purity, honesty. Six of Cups. And I have to say, what I'm picking up right away is 666, which was very prevalent in Taurus's reading. So if you're involved with a Taurus, you may want to check out their reading. Because it's the first thing that came to me when I saw this 6. This is about, Six of Cups is about happy times, remembering happy times, remembering childhood memories, remembering what it felt like to be unencumbered and to be free, to put the belly out, right? Like not having to suck the belly and just letting that belly hang out. Being that little kid. And what do I mean? I mean in all different kinds of ways, like loosening up. the ability to be like that, okay? This isn't really advice to be that way. This is the ability. So it's there, and part of this may be that. And I feel like for someone, it's about letting your belly out. Male, female, it doesn't matter. It's just like, oh, thank God somebody finally told me it's okay. This is also tied to someone from your past. With the Six of Wands, and look at that with the Queen of Swords, your energy, or Libra, Aquarius, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She's got the Lovers behind her. So this is the third time the Lovers have made an appearance. Something else I'm noticing is now we have the Queen. So we had the Princess over here, right? This is about experience in life. You know, getting out there and saying yes to things instead of saying no. And now that the Queen is here, granted, she does represent a person for many of you, or your own energy, but even with that, this is also the growth between the Princess and the Queen. So I am now showing as the Queen. Six of Wands, I had to overcome certain energy, but here I am. And I feel like Queen of Swords, you know, it's like she's got this new life to her. A new drive. And new opportunities. I mean, that Ace of Pentacles is opportunity. But I do know that in the back of her mind, whoever is her part within the Lovers will always be there. So she knows that. She knows that this person will live in my heart and my mind. And she's okay with that. And, you know, what you're doing here is you are allowing yourself to think of good memories and not the bad ones. This is part of what this guidance was about. Just so you could do this. The ability to, if I'm going to think about someone, think about the good things, even if I'm mad. Now, if you hate someone, then you should have turned the channel already, because this is not about that. And I want to say that you live within their mind also, and their heart. And yeah, I know there's 50 million different things going on with all these, with everyone, but that doesn't matter, because this is not about what I'm seeing in the 3D world. This is almost like behind the scenes. The moon. I think I know everything, but you don't. There's things you don't know. You're not meant to know yet. But it's like as you learn it, bam, you then become the Queen. Male or female, doesn't matter. I feel like some of you, you may dream about your person, and I feel like something to look for. This may be your validation. Is within your dream, they whisper in your ear. This may happen only once, or it may happen all the time, but it's something that I feel that you will be able to take note of. Otherwise, I don't know why I'd be saying it. Right? So, but there's something about whispering in your ear. whispering in your ear. And know that that is validation, confirmation. Look at that, and the Six of Wands. So I wanted to connect the energy again, and with the Six of Wands and the Six of Wands. Six, six, six. I'm wondering if the 666 message is meant for all of my signs this month, because I find that ironic how it is standing out to me. And what I mean by that is like illuminated, like don't skip this message. And I felt the same way with Taurus. So you also have 666, and dang it, I'm gonna look it up. I looked it up last time. I'm gonna do it this time too because I feel it's important. Angel number 666. Angel number 666 urges you to find a balance between your material world and your spiritual world. It's also a call to trust your intuition and to what your inner voices are telling you. Your angels will always lead you in the right direction. And then it says 666, meaning it's not diabolical or negative at all. Not when you're, which it never was. Anyway, how beautiful. But finding a balance between your material world and your spiritual world, and to trust your intuition into what your inner voices. High Priestess, this is why she was staring at me. She wants you to trust those inner voices. Beautiful. And you know what that is for me is validation that you're on the right path, even if you don't feel like it. That it is leading somewhere beautiful, even if you don't feel like it. And let's go right into that. Let's look at this beautiful Ten of Cups. And I don't read my 7 card quite like the Celtic spread or Celtic cross, just in case anybody's out there like, wait a minute, Sandy. And actually, I don't really even put a position on them, except for maybe the first 3. Look at this. Wow. That, you know, Temperance, when I see Temperance, I think of that number 666. I mean, I don't think of it, but I think of the message of 666. To me, this is what Temperance means. That this path is divinely guided. You know, it opens up when it's meant to, when it serves you. It's not being held back as punishment. It is just part of, you know, the course. That's what I'm hearing, the course. This is the balance between the fire and water, which many read as a twin flame. This is about timing. This is about patience. Part of the lesson was probably about patience. You know, how patient to each one of us is different, and at different times of our lives. She's looking right back at the Ten of Cups, almost with the energy of, I'm working on it right now. I am working on it. You keep moving forward towards your desires. Get your cups in order, which means get your emotions in order. Get them in order. Do what you need to do to let go of that that's no longer serving you. Stop believing that if someone's on your life today that it will never happen. I'm a witness to that. Temperance opening up the energy of the Ten of Cups. And what's beside it? The Ace of Cups. This is feeling the love. This is just not giving the love to another. This is feeling that love back. Okay, let's go a little deeper. You know, I'm noticing the sun behind her, and I feel like she's saying also, you know, be willing to have rebirths in your life. Like, be willing to do that. Wow, there's that Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Could be bringing, you know, this is who Temperance is talking about, right? The other half of you. Temperance, by the way, is a card of Sagittarius. I'm noticing the Queen of Pentacles has a pentacle which very seldom stands out to me in this deck of cards, but it's standing out to me. You know, I'm noticing crosses in the background too. I know they're graves, but I feel it's more about, I feel they're lessons, heavy lessons. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, whether it be you or who you're interested in, you know, I feel the heaviness within this energy. So, you know, I don't feel like this person had an easy life. I just don't. They may have lost both their parents at a young age. You know, I don't know how young, maybe an adult, but still young. And that's not everyone, but for someone, you're out there. And, you know, with Temperance here, bringing out this Queen of Pentacles, I definitely know someone is, that's where your interest lies. We can't forget that the Queen of Pentacles also has to go through her journey. She has to arrive at the Ten of Cups also. He or she has to arrive there just like you. The steps, they have to take the same steps. You know, there's no easy path here. I'm going to take one more card in the Queen of Pentacles because a few of you, I feel like this is somebody that's coming in. I kind of feel like you don't know them. It's like you don't know them, but I don't know. I feel like you'll see them as the person of your dreams. Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I could certainly have same-sex relationship here, earth and water. And I feel like the same thing applies no matter what, though. This is about the right timing. And, you know, I'm feeling for a lot of us, it's about the puzzle pieces. And as we put the puzzle together, it's almost like each piece moves us ahead. But I have to find the perfect piece. Alright, I want a card just on these two queens. I definitely feel like they're in different locations. And I love the energy of Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups together. Man, that's dependable. grounded, loving, expressive energy. No, that wasn't for you. Eight of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is about a new interest that comes in. Eight of Pentacles could certainly be tied to your career. Building something. You're definitely building something. Wanting to build something, or this other person is. This other person may be wanting to, I feel like, build something. It could be start a business, or they began a business, or they're, it's, what I'm picturing is like a restaurant that just opens up. So it's open, but it's chaotic because it's new. For a few of you, I feel like this person is someone that you work with, and it is someone you have your eye on, but the timing has not been right. It hasn't felt right, and you're probably right, it probably wasn't right. And being reminded of your Ace of Wands. I don't even know where it is. Your Ace of Wands. And about taking that Ace of Wands, right? And go through the storm. And that the Ace of Wands is mine to grab. But it's a path of movement. So this is not, I'm no longer in the thinking stage. I'm now in the action, right? Eight of Pentacles kind of ties that together too. Because it is about beginning something new, but beginning something new that benefits me, and for some helps, you're starting a new career. So I'm feeling at both sides here. I definitely feel that work connection, work and love. And I do feel like someone, you enjoy what you do, but what you really enjoy is being around the energy of that person. This could be them, right, over you. Someone like just enjoying the fact that you're within their atmosphere. So you're enjoying each other's company, you're enjoying each other's energy, but I don't feel like it moved into romance. I don't feel like it has, or at least not anything concrete. And I kind of feel like it's up to you. So I feel like someone's waiting for you to take that Ace of Wands, but you have to make that decision first. And don't do it because someone else is waiting, which I don't think you will. I'm starting to feel more of the energy of someone else just loving being in your energy. Period. So if that is you, and let's say you've been wanting to ask this person out, or speak your piece, your truth, or you, I feel like the time is coming up. It's coming up. And I again feel, I'm feeling the energy. If you're going to feel clear, even if you're nervous, your intuition is going to be like, yep, this is a good time. But I don't think it's a one-time deal. Like, I got to get it right this time or I'll never have the opportunity. And I also feel like you're going to start flirting back. You're going to start flirting more, or the two of you are going to start flirting more. That's maybe what it's talking about, like it going to the next level of, where we, hey, but now it's like, I don't know, like friendly banter, but in a, kind of feels funny. I don't know. Okay, so, this is about energy coming in. Some this is about someone you work with that, you feel their energy, period. If you don't feel their energy, then chances are it's not you. Because that energy, I feel, has been there. Now it's able to go to the next step if we choose. Beautiful Temperance on the Ten of Cups. Patience. I'm tired of waiting. But you want it right. And we have to remember, sometimes the patience is because the other person hasn't reached this energy yet either. Okay, let's keep moving. I feel like there are a few of you who did leave a marriage, or you will be leaving a marriage, and I'm not, you already know this, and I do feel like you may have a child. Yeah, and I'm kind of feeling 3, because I feel like there's 3, and then one's taken away. And I don't know what I mean by that. I have the Ace of Swords, and what I'm looking at is the Devil and the Six of Swords together. Justice. So I know there's some marriages going on. The High Priestess, yeah. Or I'm sorry, the Hierophant. Card of Taurus, by the way. And Libra. Gemini, you're trying to find balance. And I feel like, all of a sudden I'm feeling like so many different things happen to, like, it's like, boom, 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 boom. All these different things happen to different ones of you. But nonetheless, whatever happened, I still have to find balance. This is about that. Perfect example of my lower energy, right? And when I'm saying lower energy, I'm talking about the fear and the regret and the anger and those ones that we can't seem to rip away from. Remember the earlier energy where, if I'm going to think about someone, then I'm being advised to think good thoughts. Good thoughts. Remembering the good times. And I feel like I have to shout out Leo and Pisces. Leo, Cancer. Some of you, it's definitely Leo. 5 of Swords. Well, it's funny how, like, swords are coming over here. But with the Ace of Swords here, I have the ability to overcome anything here. 5 of Swords is about, especially with justice right above it, talking about a relationship and the perils of the relationship. Swords are about communication, good and bad, by the way, right and wrong. It's about ourselves, living our authentic selves versus putting on a mask, right? I show myself as strong and confident, but in reality, that's not how I feel. But be careful of the mask that you wear. You know, and the ability not to wear it. So for some of you, it is about being comfortable showing your emotional side too. And as soon as I said that, I'm thinking, what popped in my head is, because I'm Gemini too, it's like my boyfriend would be like, oh, you're fine showing your emotional side as is, you know, as it already is. But I don't hide anything. So maybe that's what it's saying. If you hear growling, it's just my stomach. It must be close to dinner. For a few of you, I feel like you have a community waiting to see what you're going to do. Waiting to see what your next move is. This could be your family and friends. But why do I feel like there's a community also here waiting to see? You know, I feel like, real quick, I feel like someone's graduating law school. And, you know, I have a feeling that you were told you'll never do it. You can't do it. You may be graduating or just beginning, but nonetheless, there's a need to be proud of oneself. Because I do feel like you have a lot of eyes on you. And for others, you know, you have a community that's watching. You may be speaking also. Some of you may be speaking in front of people about your own experiences. You know, I guess it could be like online or what have you, but why do I feel like you're standing in front of people talking about your own experiences? To help others. Okay, I'm going to leave that out, and I want to add into it. I do feel like a few of you, you know, maybe after a divorce or what have you, your finances suffered greatly. Look at that, 8 of Swords. So 8 of Swords over the 3 of Swords. But just real quick, I do feel like your finances, you really took a hit for whatever the reason. But I feel like you will recover that. It won't be long till everything just feels good in that area again. Okay. I have the 8 and the 3, which is an 11. 11 swords, though. You know, when it comes to 11, it doesn't matter what we get with it, right? We're tied to that person, so to speak. But that doesn't mean there can't be a whole lot of crap with it. Prince of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Probably younger energy. Ten of Wands. I just wanted to connect these two cards real quick. Well, Ten of Wands down below. the Three of Swords. Man, oh man, heavy, tough energy. Feeling like everything coming down at you. Carrying the load, right? Feeling like I'm carrying the load. Tied to Saturn. So within that, there's lessons, right? Wands is also about lessons. You know, any 9 and 10 is about the lesson, and then the ability to then let it go. Just take the lesson. And in Saturn energy, I'm really feeling it, so I know it's a time that it felt very restricted, but with great purpose. Now I have the 8 of Swords here. And I'm feeling like it's energy that I'm kind of stuck in. 8 of Swords is self-created energy. You know, usually fear-based, afraid to move forward. With Swords, we have to look at ourselves. No matter what the other person could have done, the Swords is about when did we free ourselves from those 8 of Swords? Because we have to do it. It's when we recognize that we've trapped ourselves. We have to see it. So, for some of you, you're allowing yourself to stay trapped in the pain. I feel different kinds of pain here, I'll be honest, because the energy I felt when I first laid this down is with my son and losing my son. And, but yet, you know, I have to keep moving. I have to keep moving forward. So I feel like with the 8 of Swords, it is the ability to move out of it. Well, how do I move out of it? I have to take on the 9 of Cups energy. What's it mean? It means I believe that these 9 cups are meant for me, number one. I believe that I am someone, that I deserve these cups just like everyone else. But I had to go through the 8 of Cups, so I had to get the cups before in order. I couldn't just leave them kicked over and, you know, I had to pick them up and put them back in order. I had to get balance, emotional balance. And then I had to take that desire, the remembrance, and start moving towards it. That's just showing me that you do. It is showing the energy of possibly doing it in the beginning on your own. So moving towards your own goals, but I also know within the 9 of Cups, you know, you're feeling great within this energy. So this is what you're moving towards. And I feel like this is where the 2 here is, that we're missing. Remember? 2, missing 2 and 2. I feel like this is about where that 2 is at. So just like I have to go through the 8 of Cups, following my own desire, putting order in my emotional life, that easily has me moving towards the 9. How do I get out of the energy? I have to find something I'm passionate about, and I got to get into it. I just got to do it. I got to allow love to touch me. I got to allow the sun on my face. I got to do things and act like everything is fine. I got to be active. What do I mean by this? Because what I'm picturing is, again, when I start to fall back into the 8 of Swords, I'm supposed to get active, whether I run outside and let the sun shine in my face for 10 minutes or I put on upbeat music and I start dancing. This is what the 9 is about. I'm creating it, but I believe and I know I can have it. Let's keep going. I'm going to leave those cards out. Let's look at the ace. Let's add the ace in. Two of Pentacles. Between the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Cups, you know, I have a choice. Two of Pentacles is a choice that, you know, you don't have to make, but will be there. Two of Pentacles is about knowing that things come to me, but opportunities come to me, not when I expect them, but more when they're unexpected. Sometimes that's what makes them so great. And I feel like that's what this is talking about. And I do feel like it's about taking a chance on yourself, though. And within the Two of Pentacles, abundance waits. Okay, let's see what else came out. King of Pentacles. Again, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So we had the Queen, now we have the King. And really what I'm looking at, let me bring this down, is the Ace of Cups. I have the Magician. The Nine of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like this is talking about a potential partnership that coming back together, depending how it's falling for you, you kind of know where your energy sits now. The Magician with the Nine of Wands. I feel like the Magician is talking about taking on the Fool's energy now. Nine of Wands, understanding where I've been and what I have learned from it. I think it's really important when the Nine of Wands shows up. It talks about, you know, this is not the time to give up on yourself. And sometimes, you know, right before, what's the word I want to use? Right before the prize is ready to come in, many of us give up. So, and I feel like it's more about on yourself. Give yourself credit. That's really it. Give yourself credit. That you're a lot stronger than you are portraying. You know, no path is guaranteed, and very few paths are easy. But it is the difficult paths where the greatest lessons and the greatest rewards lie. And this is what you've got to remind yourself. This is the ability to create even when I'm feeling a little torn down. And I do feel you're going to be careful because, again, it's showing me that, you know, something regarding love coming in your life and then you needing to make a decision over it. And I feel like what this is saying is be careful when you make your decision. Because you're not the same person, nor should you be. But show how you have grown. Portray how you have grown. It's almost like you use your new skill sets moving forward, not the old ones, your new ones, what you've learned through this time period. I don't know where Saturn's at in the sky, but you know, this is about strengthening your own foundation within. And, I have to say, I say these messages so many times, and I start to wonder, are they going to get tired of me saying the same thing? But it doesn't matter. I have to keep saying it. And it's like I have to keep saying it till there is no one left. No one left who is still in that shaky ground. Because this is about your own foundation and feeling stable within it. And then it seems to move into this love, right? But the decision's going to be left with you. This is about feeling it. I want to pull a couple more here. I do feel a lot of younger energy and then older energy. Alright, I have the Wheel. 7 of Cups. 9 of Swords. 7 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords. I feel like choices are coming into your life. Different things for different people and in different ways. If you're in fear-based action, I feel like you got to think about that, because it almost feels like the wheel is going around, but it's going around fast. So as I'm on the wheel, heading towards what feels like positivity, if I'm still in the 8 of Swords fear-based energy, I have a hard time getting off the wheel, and I automatically slip back into old energy. Part of it is because I am saying no to opportunities, big and small. People saying no to them because of fear. Holy shit, Gemini, you want to talk about mental energy here. But I have to say, all that mental energy is before you. Has happened. So I can have clarity over it. But I feel like someone's gripping onto that wheel and they're like, nope, I'm not getting off. I'm too afraid to get off. So you're afraid of what's being presented to you. Maybe it's because you don't have quite an understanding yet, but it's showing me if you don't, it's because you're still, you're mentally feeling everything. You're allowing yourself to mentally feel everything, and there is a need to, well, I'm just going to say it, to control the emotion, to control thoughts. And for some of you, that's exactly what you're asking Mother Mary for. The ability to do that. But in the meantime, as all that's happening, right, as all this mental gunk is going on, there's still opportunities being shown to you. And I just feel like saying, let go of the wheel. You got to let go of the wheel. Okay. That's a lot of cards. Alright, we're going to do Final Outcome. And we're going to go ahead and use the crystal vision for that. And I'm only going to take like probably 5 cards. Oh, I wanted to look at the Lovers. Let's look at the Lovers. I'm going to put it in the center. Look at that. Look at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers. Guys. We just keep seeing it over and over. Somebody said I shouldn't say guys. Hey guys. You guys. I can't help it. That's one of those things where, I mean, could I change it? Probably, but... Okay. Alright, tell us more about the Lover. The Lovers. I have the Chariot, card of Cancer. Two of Pentacles. Death card, card of Scorpio. Three of Wands. The Sun, card of Leo. And the Fool. And how fitting this is the last card, because this is the energy I felt earlier that the Magician was asking you to take on. So it's more carefree. And if you can't feel carefree, it's just saying, don't let your past determine your future. As in, you know what I mean. Especially next to the Death card there. The Death card is about a clear ending, letting things go that aren't serving you anymore. You know, with the Sun next to this decision that you're going to have to make of definitely a person. I definitely feel like the Sun is about illuminating that. And it's bringing me back to how the Moon was talking about things weren't meant to be revealed. I feel like this is what the Sun is saying. That it's time for illumination. It's time for illumination, but it was also time to put certain actions in the past. Because, you know, it's about optimism. Three of Wands is about energy of, you know, being now on that new path, and I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's before me, but it feels good and it feels right. Whatever I've learned, it doesn't leave me. It's with me always. Chariot is the energy of balance. Balance. And then I feel that we call the Chariot in, right? We call it when we are, you know, Chariot's the promise of going anywhere and moving to any type of energy. The Sun attached to that. You know, beautiful, beautiful energy. I have to call it in now. First comes the balance, then comes the Chariot. Comes the optimism. It started with truly letting go. Doesn't serve that. I don't need to remember that anymore. And butterflies everywhere. Butterflies. Butterflies, a symbol of rebirth, right? Transformation. Feeling one way, and then phew, I'm a beautiful butterfly. So decisions are coming up. Definitely regarding someone. Look at that. The Queen and the King of Swords. Queen and the King of Swords. Wow. So, it's about a relationship. Prior or new, it's about a relationship. And it is someone who is like-minded. So, you know, you're attracting the right person. Whether it be someone from your past, again. And by the way, you can't really attract them until their energy is similar to yours. So I can try. But if they're over in their free will life, not really working on certain things, or not seeking the knowledge of it, then there's not much I can do. And that's where patience, but movement still comes in. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying all that, because this is showing me, and by the way, it's coming after the Death card. So I allow this transformation within myself and within my life. And what I attract is someone like-minded, someone like me. Now, that doesn't mean they're like exactly like me. Certainly be twin, right? Twin energy, soulmate energy. But this is someone, is on the same path as you, on the same journey, and you belong together. Don't lower your energy to meet someone else's. You do them no good, and you do yourself no good. And I feel like once I truly have balance within myself, and again, if I don't have it, I'm making it happen. If I'm down, I'm playing upbeat music. I'm doing something proactive instead of giving myself excuses of woe is me. And I know, guys, I got plenty of woe in my life, but we can't live within that. It is feeling like spring energy, and that's how I'm supposed to look at myself. Spring is fresh and new and exciting, right? Especially if you've been stuck in cold weather. Spring is everything. It is rebirth. And listen, whatever has been hidden is being revealed to you, especially relating to partners. And Gemini, pay attention to your dreams, because there's a lot that's coming in your dreams. I'm definitely interested to hear if anyone has gone through that period where, I'm getting this guidance, I'm getting these dreams, and then boom, they stopped. And maybe even if some who've and then they return again, because they will. But I feel like you probably have a different, so whatever the time period is, again, you're learning something that then will help you depict your dreams much easier. I don't know. I'm going to leave that be. And I think I'm going to leave your reading be. We have the beautiful couple at the end. I've seen the journey. And I feel like I shouldn't even have, I don't know how to say it. Maybe I don't need to put a name to it, and just know that love is coming into my life. And maybe that's the energy I need. It's just to know that love is coming into my life. I love you guys so much. I hope this brings you the clarity that you need. But more will be coming. Now, when I get messages like that, I also feel this may be one of those readings where watching at the end of the month may benefit you too. Sometimes you watch in the beginning and you're like, doesn't really make sense. And then, because, listen, in my readings, I'm not reading for 5 years out. I want to read what's going on now, and that's why I don't do my readings before the month begins, just the birthday one, because I want to do it as we're in it. And I know that means they're late and everything else, so to speak. So what was I just saying? Because it felt like it was important. Dang it. I don't know. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful February. Namaste. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.